Yeah, snap. Smokey's got the popcorn. Snobby brings the sass. One loves explosions, the other loves class. Lights, camera, oh, they've got takes. One rolls his eyes, the other just bakes up hot opinions, a filmic hobby. Welcome, friends. To Smokey.
Welcome, everybody, to this special episode. Today, we're not going to be reviewing a movie.
No, this is one of our special episodes we do in between our movie reviews.
Yeah, we're going to give this a rip whenever we see an opportunity to do a pro-con or debate rift in the entertainment industry that's coming, that we see. And then sometimes it's around mainly where we differ on opinions on these things.
Yeah, this is one of those things where we have different opinions.
So we've had long, drawn-out conversations in the past.
Yes, we
about
have.
AI and artificial intelligence in general, right? And how it's kind of permeated into our daily lives, whether it's through social media, whether it's through business, whether it's
sometimes
through
movies
work.
And movies are evolving with AI.
Yeah, especially through entertainment, right? There's a huge shift coming in entertainment.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, so I think the whole point of this conversation today is a little bit of a debate between myself and my son, who is...
I am very against it.
Right. He's against AI. And he's going to get into why he's against AI and why he thinks it should be avoided at all costs in the entertainment industry.
Yes.
And my kind of hot take on where I think AI plays a role that benefits the industry. So without further ado, welcome to our AI episode of Smokey and the Snobby. So how you doing, buddy? You ready for this?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. Why is this such a important topic to you? And why is AI kind of a step back in creativity?
Good question. So AI has been an issue for about 2 years. It literally led to a writers and actor strike. And one of my biggest problems with AI is when you do generate an idea for AI, it comes up with the most generic things and lines imaginable.
Right. You don't like the output of AI.
No, absolutely not.
And it's not contributing to the creative process.
It does affect the creative process because they come up with generic ideas.
It affects it. It doesn't contribute to it. So are you saying it negatively impacts it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because some people depend on AI way too much in order to come up with ideas because it shows that people aren't capable of making creative ideas.
Yeah.
And the problem with AI is that AI has no experience in relation and there's no emotional drive into the stories.
That's the thing with AI. AI draws on the experience and on the backs of a lot of people who have created in the past. It scours the internet, it learns, it tries to understand.
Yeah, but the AI isn't ideal yet, and we know that it isn't.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know. That's part of the reason I think you're against it, is there's a lot of unknowns with AI. And
the problem is that AI isn't ideal yet. It's not perfect. It can't really replicate what humans are fully capable of.
I don't think it needs to be.
What do you mean it doesn't need to be?
I don't think it needs to be. I think it just needs to be enough. And that's where you and I are aligned. I agree with what you're saying in spirit. What I think is coming, it's not going to freaking matter.
What do you mean it's not going to matter?
What do I mean by that? If a small creative shop needs to come up with an idea, promote to the studios, right?
Uh-huh.
So what's a small indie production company? I don't even know. Right.
A24.
A24 is probably big now. They probably got a ton of funding. But let's say A24, before they went mainstream, if they had an idea to write a script, AI today can help him write that script. What you're talking about, however, is there's a lot of unknowns about what AI is going to do. Not what AI is doing today. Forget what AI is doing today, because it's gone leaps and bounds since it's been made available to us, since it's left the research facilities and, the labs inside of these large tech companies. It's gone leaps and bounds in the last 3 years. So it's doing a pretty good job with what it's been doing. I don't know in the creative space, right? And I'll be very forthcoming. I use AI quite a bit in my job.
But that's a big difference, though. And the problem with AI for me is the overall scare of how much it would take over someone's job. It's a real concern that could make someone's job feel obsolete and can't be able to get that job because it's not worth graduating college for.
Oh, you're thinking that AI is going to dominate in that aspect?
Yes.
I think, it's a scary prospect. I agree with you. I agree that the unknowns are scary with AI. However, where I think somebody like you would benefit in the creative space with AI is learning how to utilize it and use it as a tool, not as a creative outlet. I don't know anything about the creative outlet.
But what if AI isn't ideal yet? Maybe it has its own flaws and issues.
Oh yeah,
into
of course.
editing.
Even in my line of work, AI requires us to monitor and make sure what it's producing is of any value to us. What we do is we feed it. We feed AI information from our systems, and we expect it to output things that we typically don't like doing, right? Documentation in the past in my line of work would be, okay, we'll get to it when we can. But now it's at a click of a button and it does our job. There was nobody doing that job. That was our job. And it would sometimes fall to the wayside because things were more important. This is where I think AI is helpful. But I think you're right. I think there's an opportunity for exploitation. And that's what you're talking about, right? You're going to film school.
Yes.
In 3.5 years, what does that landscape look like? Is that what you're afraid of?
Yeah. That's what I'm afraid of. And it's going to make people's jobs feel obsolete. And the problem with AI, again, it's not human. It doesn't have that emotional connection that most writers and directors have when it comes to crafting stories. And with AI, it doesn't have that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I could do this podcast episode with an AI co-host.
No.
I need you. You need me.
The problem with AI is it's very lifeless. It's very stilted. It's
Do you
very
think so?
robotic. It's devoid of emotions.
I think as a writing partner or as a consigliere, you like to bounce things off of another human. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. But what I think AI is good at is taking your thoughts and organizing them. So whether it's creative, literary, business, whatever the case may be.
Yeah. I feel like AI probably won't help you. It's going to probably provide you the most generic suggestions imaginable, coming up with generic lines that you've seen in so many movies and shows in terms of my experience.
Right. That's not how I see it being used by the right people. This is where this becomes an ethical question.
Yeah.
It becomes a question of, should a studio just say, hey, write me a movie about two guys that were separated at birth and come back together 30 years later in Minnesota, and it spits out a script, and they make the movie based on that without any sort of oversight or understanding.
The problem with AI...
Do you think that'll happen in the film industry?
It's very possible. Like we're seeing right now, someone made
garbage.
an AI actress. We're seeing an AI animated film coming in theaters next year. It's really gross.
Wait, what do you mean AI actress? What's that?
Yeah, someone made an AI actress.
An AI actress that's going to be in movies?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tilly.
Who?
Tilly Norwood is her name.
And she's not human.
No.
Wild. Okay. So I don't know, Auden. I think there's always going to be people in any industry using these types of tools to spit out garbage. There always will be. The studios of the 80s, they just spit out garbage B movies back to back to back.
It's possible.
Those types of studios will continue to run. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think AI could do a decent job writing a Hallmark movie?
Even by Hallmark standards, no.
You don't think so?
No.
But I agree with you.
They probably would because, Hallmark movies are already very lifeless movies.
Well, they're formulaic.
I think Hallmark might use it.
Right. They have hundreds, thousands of the scripts that are very similar.
Hell,
they feed it into
Hell,
AI.
our president is using AI.
Who?
Our president is using AI.
Yeah. See this is where you and I agree about AI. It's overuse and stupidity.
And it should be that way.
Right now, that's really what
but not
it
for
is.
professional people using it.
Right, exactly. Their AI shouldn't be utilized in certain professions, especially the presidency, to make memes.
Definitely not.
I mean, I love it as a social and meme generator. I think there's a whole segment of society, aside from the large studios.
That's where I will agree with you. AI should just be used for memes. It should not be done in a way to take over people's jobs.
There's no way in hell they're going to invest billions and billions of dollars into a fancy meme generator. That's not the goal of this. Right?
No.
The storm is here. It's going to be used. Whether we agree with it or not, it's going to be used by these larger institutions. It's already being
And the
used.
problem is with most movie series, they're way too trustful of AI really soon and are confident about it way too soon. That's not even ideal yet.
In certain sectors, people are seeing the benefits of it. Like I said, in business, in government, in finance.
We're seeing
They're seeing
actual
benefits of
soda
it.
companies using AI for their
Right. We
commercials.
ordered White Castle from an AI agent. Remember?
Yeah, which that's even an issue too, because it's kind of taking over someone's job.
Oh,
Basically.
yeah, and it screwed it up big time. So certain things it shouldn't be in the mainstream yet, but in other areas, the benefits of it are outweighing the negatives of it. Is there a chance that AI could be used for nefarious reasons? Yeah.
Oh,
it can
definitely can be
but
used for
that's not what
nefarious
we're trying to tackle today. We're not trying to solve AI's ethical issues across the spectrum. It's mainly we're talking about the entertainment industry and how it's going to affect it.
I think negatively.
I'm going to give you my take on it, and you tell me what you think.
Okay.
I think larger studios that use AI to replace actors, writers, set design, and CGI are eventually going to fail at it at first. I think in the next 10 years, the entire landscape's going to change. That's
It could.
AI is only going to get better.
Depending on if
And
AI.
wait, let me finish my thought. AI is only going to get better, and people are going to get more accustomed to seeing AI generated movies. I don't agree with it. However, I agree that AI as a tool is going to revolutionize the entertainment industry, even for small time places. Even
Editing.
Heck,
We saw films like Brutalist that actually implemented AI.
let's not even go to released movies or released TV shows or released plays or whatever the hell they're doing. Let's talk about even small time film students, even you or I on this podcast.
Yeah.
Right. I can't. Here, I'm going to give you an example, because with this AI episode, I've generated a bunch of Sora videos promoting the show.
Yeah.
I found a website that will create a new jingle for us, for an intro song for us.
Yeah,
It's fun. And
I hated it.
Auden hated it, and he hated it. He loved it at first, but when I told you it was AI, his whole demeanor changed.
There's a reason. Okay, so there's a reason why I was against it. My dad really wanted to use AI for our podcast, and I was very much against that.
Right. So very little
For
if
what it
anything.
represents, I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate that it stands for this, but
I use AI for the podcast only for research.
and that's probably how it should be. But even then, AI isn't always perfect at this.
No,
has
it
its own
requires
issues.
oversight. For this episode, I created a bunch of stuff. And honestly, I think the ethics of it is very different when you're talking about different levels of media and entertainment. You and I don't have the budget to hire a musician to write us a jingle.
No, but
And we don't even have the
there
budget.
should be. But AI shouldn't be the solution.
You're saying that. And I'll get into why I think AI is a creative outlet. I'll get into why.
Yeah.
So yeah, sure. Yeah. Shut up, Dad. So we don't remember when we started talking about this podcast.
Well, this was my idea.
Right. This was your idea, and you're like, Dad, let's do this. And I said, you know what? There's a good opportunity for you to learn production. And I said, you know what would be an awesome intro for us? I thought Fuda Fafa from Flight of the Conchords would have been an awesome intro song.
Yeah.
For our show. I even reached out to the licensing companies and the people that own the music. Nobody responded. Nobody even let us know. I was willing to pay for the rights to the song so we could have it as our intro.
Yes.
Never heard from anybody. Never interacted with anybody. Even the exchanges didn't respond. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. I can't. We can't do it. We didn't even know if we could afford it because we didn't have the budget. In my mind, I'm like, you know what? Let me ask AI to generate an intro song for us.
Yeah.
Here's where I think levels matter. We can't afford Fudafafa.
No.
I don't
also,
even
it would
know.
make sense if we used
Here's the
it.
thing. I don't even know if we can afford Fudafafa.
Also, the thing is with that song is that it doesn't really make sense.
That's the beauty. I love that song.
It's a good song, but it doesn't really relate to what we're talking about.
It doesn't, but it's a funny song because they're speaking a language that they don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking a language in cinema I don't know. Everything that comes out of my mouth is bullshit. So I thought it was funny. But here's the thing. Even if we could afford it, I had no way of finding out. And here's the thing. I couldn't even find somebody to talk to say, hey, we'd like to license this for our podcast. It could have been $20 for all I know. Oh, we have no idea. We can't get a hold of them. So I took an idea that I had for our intro song, and I asked AI to write us an intro song. AI took my instructions pretty clearly and outputted a song that I was expecting. Did AI create that song, or did I create that song?
AI did.
I'm not so sure.
I say AI.
I'm not so sure.
They didn't took your lyrics.
I don't play an instrument.
You don't write any songs.
I don't know how to write music. I would have to instruct somebody to do those things, right?
Yeah.
I would have to call a musician.
Which I suggested you use.
I would have to call a musician, tell them exactly what I told AI, and they would have to produce the song. It's still my song. It's still my idea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I paid a musician to write a song and play the song based on my instructions. Why is that different from me doing it with AI? I don't know any musicians that play the saxophone, and I wanted a saxophone, and I wanted piano, and I wanted jazz guitar. I'm not going to find a musician. So I went on.
It's pretty hard.
So I went on Fiverr. I went on Fiverr to find musicians, and the cheapest musician I found was upwards of $1,000 to create a jingle.
Ugh, that's a lot.
Right. AI did it for 20. Do you see the point? But I'm talking about scales for these lower media companies.
Yeah.
And these individuals that are doing these fun projects that want to make professional quality material. Mm-hmm. They can't break into that space. So AI as a tool for people like you and I is great to bounce.
It's not great for me, but
Right. Well, okay. Yeah, I get it. I get it. But you could use it as a tool to give you ideas.
I guess in a way, but I don't think you should take it like directly from it.
I mean, if it's a song, I have no other choice. I can't edit a song.
The problem with AI suggestions is, again, it's very generic. And also, too, if we use AI music, then that means our podcast is devoid of creativity. And
you
it
really
shouldn't
think
be
that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't agree with you. It's because I fed it what I was thinking. I just couldn't execute it. AI is just executing my vision.
But we could have used a pre-existing music. It could have just been synthwave music.
Our intro music is pre-existing music, and I like it.
And I did.
Yeah.
Too. This was my choice, too.
Yeah,
so.
and you know, it was easy to buy. It was easy to license.
It wasn't hard.
Right.
And that's the kind of... And of course, there's many podcasts out there that straight up use pre-existing music like Conan does in his podcast.
Yeah, but those guys are big. Those guys are big. They can.
I know.
They know those people. They know that they have the network. They know how to get in touch with those people to create.
But that wasn't a song made for Conan. That was a
right. But he knows how to get to the people that license that music to him. We're peons. We're not going to get that access.
No, that's hard.
Right.
For us.
So AI for the smaller individual creators or artists, AI is a great tool to help them penetrate into professional quality things. Do I think it replaces a musician? No, I don't think so. There is something like an uncanny valley to AI, even in the music. And don't get me wrong, I'm going to post the song. I'm going to post the song on YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff. I won't post it on the podcast. But our intro song for this episode may just be that. So you be the judge for yourself.
Cass.
Huh?
Actually, I think you should have it as our intro music.
Yeah, I think we'll use it as the intro music for the podcast.
For this episode.
For this episode, yeah, no. But we won't use it for anything else. And then we did remember that time we did you wrote a script with your buddy.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you wrote a script.
It's about two guys working at a movie theater who feel very kind of tired of working at that job.
Yeah, it was a good script. It was a fun script. Him and his friend wrote this script.
It was 10 pages?
Oh, so was it a script or was it a spec?
It was supposed to be our scripts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was messing around with AI. I'm constantly playing with AI. And and like I said, I do it for my job and I have to learn it for my job.
But you can also do it for fun, too.
I love it for fun. I got a lot of funny things coming out of it. It'll be fun. Today, we posted on Instagram a Smokey and the Snobby. Actually, I have used AI. I'm sorry. I have on Instagram.
What?
Yeah, I completely forgot about this. There is an intro on Apple TV Plus for that show, the morning show.
Yeah.
I love that intro. It's a bunch of dots and this and that, and I loved it. And I'm like,
I was against it because it related to nothing we were talking about.
I just thought it was cool. And
I mean, it shouldn't just be it's for cool. It should actually it should be cool, but also have a purpose to what we're talking about.
I like it. Bubbles are very 70s disco. And
Yeah,
Smokey
but-
and the Bandit is from the 80s. So think of a flame.
I guess.
You think of Bubbles.
I guess, but
Bubbles.
But I feel like the yellow, I think, kind of just symbolizes a sense of fun and playfulness
Yeah.
for what we're talking about. It shouldn't.
Anyway, I liked it.
I don't really like it that much. It
I
doesn't
like it.
really. It
So-
doesn't really make sense. He's even using it for movies that don't even take place in the 70s or 80s, have nothing to do with the morning show. He used it for Yee. Again, had no relation.
No, I didn't use it for Yee.
You did use it for Yee. You took a sample.
I didn't. It was a sound bite from Yee, not talking about Yee at all. It was just, it was talking, I don't know. What was today's episode? What was today's thing? I don't even remember. Anyway.
Well, at least we're recording. This is actually when our Yee episode actually came out. So
Right.
watch it now.
Yeah, we released it today. So anyway, I liked the intro to the morning show. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to learn how to do this because Auden doesn't want me to use AI. So I'm
No.
going to learn how to use this to create this intro.
Actually, I'm still pretty mad that you did use it.
Yeah, fight me, bro. And
Yeah, I'm the creative person behind this.
yeah, come at
So-
me, bro. So
You should.
I'm not afraid of
Okay.
you. I'm not afraid of you a lot. I'm a little afraid of you, but I'm not a little.
A little afraid?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Oh no, I'm gonna tag you.
I'd put up a good fight, I think.
Obviously I'm stronger than you, so yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah.
What's the
I need
Superman
to-
saying? The father becomes the son, and the son becomes the father.
Yeah, I don't like when my dad does things without me in control and actually helping out. Because I actually like providing ideas that make sense and is cool.
We don't have time for that sometimes.
We should have some time.
You're right.
It's not.
We should. But you have school. I have work. It's sometimes, and you had midterms. Things don't line up.
Well, I
And-
had my midterms.
And we need to let people know that episodes are coming out. We need to
Yeah.
get things out. So when there's no time, I'll quickly I'll quickly make something and post it. Anyway, back to what I did. I like this morning show intro, and because Auden does not want to use AI for any sort of production,
Nope.
doesn't want AI to be used for any of our videos that we post on Insta or on socials. And I get it. And like he said, he's got creative control. However,
Yes.
I like this intro so much, I went to learn to figure out how to create it. And I spent about 2 hours trying to figure it out. And I'm like, forget it. I can't do it. I'll never learn this. And this really isn't something I need to learn. So I asked AI. I asked AI to generate an intro. And it created that Smokey and the Snobby intro. Here's what it did. It didn't create that. You know what it did? It created a script, a Python script that generates that video. Do you know what I mean by that?
No, what do you mean by that?
It wrote programming code that I can manipulate, that I didn't have to write. It was 300-400 lines of code that I can go in and change the color of the bubbles. I can change the font. I can make all these creative changes. It gave me the tools without having to write it. So I can go in and change that to yellow, to brown, to whatever color you want. I can make the bubbles bigger. I can make them dance more. It gave me the underlying code to do that. And you're worried about your industry? That thing just wrote a Python script in 2 seconds. That would have taken me 8 hours, 9 hours, plus another 10 hours of debugging. You get what I mean?
Sure.
So it didn't create that video. It created a script that I can manipulate and generate a video with.
Don't use that script by AI, though.
It's not, I can. It didn't give me anything creative. It just compiled what I asked it to do into a script that I can manipulate. Beautiful. I use the audio editing software to edit our episodes. Before, when you had to edit audio, you literally had to splice tape. Right?
Yeah.
To match it up. What do you think those people said back then when they came out with computer programs to modify it?
They were probably very hesitant about it.
Yeah. If I could use AI to clear out the empty noises and the uhs in our podcasts, I would do it in a heartbeat. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. AI in the creative space shouldn't exist.
And film is a creative medium.
Yeah, it really is.
You're saying that sarcastically.
No, I'm not. I'm agreeing with you. I think there's a large ethical. This is where we agree. AI in the entertainment industry needs to be heavily regulated.
Yes, absolutely.
At least for the larger studios and the larger houses. I think anything like us and up to a streamer or something, it's a free-for-all, allowed to do and use it any way they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. I think Warner Brothers should be held accountable. And
Disney are using.
Wait till you see one of these videos that I had created from it. I think there's going to be a lot of copyright issues with this stuff because AI isn't creating original anything. It's fed information from the internet by people over large swaths of data. So one of the videos that I'll be posting that I thought was hilarious.
Well, I do want to be in control of this too.
Yeah, that's fine. You can be in control. But the actor looks a lot like the guy from, what's his name? From Flight of the Conchords.
Jermaine Clement?
No, not the main characters. The manager. Who's the manager?
Oh, I forgot his name.
I forgot his name too. He was in Jumanji too. He was He looks a lot like him. You'll see. I think AI in the entertainment space is going to be a tough thing. So I agree with you, Auden. I think there are certain things in the creative space that need to be heavily regulated, and I think they're doing that now, right? Aren't they fighting it, like the unions and stuff?
Well, that's ended about 2 years ago, but it still is an issue.
Yeah, I don't think it's going away.
No, it's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
In my opinion, yeah.
Do you think if something is AI created, it should be identified as AI?
What? Say that again?
Let's say somebody creates a movie with AI. Do you think they have to say this movie was created by AI? Kind of like genetically modified corn. I have to tell
Maybe
you.
they could say like AI effect, maybe just as a credit, because like visual effects and CGI work.
Yeah.
It could be like an AI effect done by this
Is AI
website.
being moved into the like CGI space too, where they create worlds with AI?
It could happen, actually.
Wow.
It's very possible.
Have you done anything with AI in school yet, or that's too soon?
Too soon.
Have they brought it up at all?
No, at least I don't think so. But I
No.
remembered I saw in Basic Stagecraft Lab that they used a AI photo for a door.
Yeah. I mean, even Uncle John, he asked me the other day. He's like, "Hey, can you ask ChatGPT to create a security door for me?" It did a bang up job. It did a pretty good job. Because that's the thing. For people that it's not their job to come up with these things, AI plays a bigger role.
Yeah.
In their work.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we use it to summarize tickets. We use it to summarize our scripts. And that's just scratching the surface of it, right? Because we're just providing use cases. And it does an amazing job because it's a job nobody does. But when I witnessed, we took that script you had, right? Remember?
Yeah.
And I told you we were messing around. We were messing around with it. And you were like refusing to do anything. You're like, I don't want to see it. I'm like, let me just show you. It was this website where you can upload a script and it created storyboards. And tell me it didn't do a good job of creating those storyboards.
No, not really.
I mean, it did a better job than you or I could have.
Yeah, but it could have at least showed, actual practice and effort.
Yeah, but again, is that the type of...
Yes. Yes.
In film production.
Yes.
Creating the storyboards.
But it doesn't matter if it's good looking or not. It
I'm
just
talking about
has
good
to
looking.
be.
Is that a job, an important job that needs to be done? Is it work that nobody wants to do, but they have to? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you have a homework assignment that you have to do it, even though you don't want to do it. You like taking the class, and the class is fun, but afterwards you don't want to do the homework assignment.
Yeah, that's definitely how I feel, but
Storyboards, is that what that's like in movies? I definitely, documentation of my work is the last thing on my mind. I finish my work and I want to move on to the next thing. Documenting my work takes time to do it right, and I take my time doing it. It can take up a lot of my time, of which I don't have. Should AI do that for me? And should AI do that in film for storyboards? We took the free version and it did a good job.
no.
Okay. All right. Here's my take. I think being in the technology industry, I think AI is here to stay. There's a ton of investment going into it.
It's going to be evolved over time.
Yeah.
Who knows what AI is capable of doing?
I say learn as much of it as you can in the entertainment industry because it'll only help you knowing it rather than fighting it.
I guess as a way for you to better understand, maybe, unless if it gets better.
It's going to get better.
And if it does,
Every day it gets better. So my suggestion to your generation, don't worry so much about the unknowns. Worry about understanding it, harnessing it, and using it to your benefit. And if you have what we call guardrails are, we won't use AI outside of this space.
Yeah.
And I'll use it within this space. Learn AI. That's my recommendation. Not this, I hate AI, takes out the human nature of it. There's also like an environmental issue with it. There's a lot with AI coming.
That we haven't even explored because we're obviously focusing on the entertainment industry, and I'm sure there is issues.
I mean, back in the day when CGI houses had to render like Toy Story and stuff.
Or Jurassic Park.
Or any of that stuff. You know how many computers they had to run? Thousands of computers running 24/7. We're sitting in this small room and we're dying of heat because there's a TV and a switch in here running fans. And imagine a computer room with thousands of computers running 24/7 at max, trying to render Toy Story. Heck, our 4-minute videos, or not even, our like 30-second videos we post on Instagram. It takes, when I export them, it takes about 2 minutes to export and render them. Imagine a 2-hour movie that is much more graphic intensive. Imagine AI doing that for a bunch of schlubs like me going, hey, make a video of two gerbils. Of two gerbils yelling at each other about a movie. It takes up a lot
AI
of compute.
should be used for memes and only for memes.
Yeah. Nobody's investing billions of dollars for meme generators. They're investing it to dominate the space. There's going to have to be guardrails. There's going to have to be policies and oversight of these things. If you leave it to a business trying to make money, they're not going to do any of that stuff. If it can do 70% as good as a script writer, some of these businesses, even the big ones to the little ones to the medium-sized ones, will take that over paying somebody $1 million to write a script. That's the reality of capitalism. Sorry, buddy.
Well,
what is your takeaway after this conversation? What do you think? Did I explain my piece of it enough where you go, okay, I get it, Dad?
Kind of.
Did this feel like a lecture? Or was there
It's not lecture. It is an interesting debate, of course. It has been an issue for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know where I stand on AI, and I do agree with you the points on how it can affect creatively, which is my biggest problem with AI. Mm-hmm. And if we use AI for editing or our videos or even for our sound bites, it's kind of represents a devoid of creativity and shows we aren't capable of doing that. And
so if you see something AI creative in the creative space, if you see something AI generated, it automatically loses its luster to you, right? The kind of that Hollywood charm.
Yeah. But I guess AI, and I do agree, one thing, it can be beneficial for people who are trying to understand certain things about movies and trying to understand how to not really structure a movie, but understand concepts of movies.
Yeah, I think it does a good job of...
it's not perfect. For the love of God, it's not perfect.
No, but as a research tool, you could say, hey, I want to make a 2-hour movie. What is the best way to approach this? Help me come up with a plan. What do I need to do to successfully produce a 2-hour action movie? It could probably lay it out for you. What if you have nobody to ask? There are benefits to the interaction with AI in the entertainment space, I think. Even for us, right? We used AI the other day, actually, now that I think about it, to generate the Chinese subtitles. There's no way in hell I'm going to type, go learn Mandarin? No. But the video editing
would be
tool,
nice, though.
Yeah, it would be, but we don't have that kind of time. It would be. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to learn Mandarin. I'd love to learn the languages, the morning show intro in 35 minutes, but I can't. I don't have those resources, and I don't have that kind of time.
Yeah.
We use the video editing tool to auto-generate the subtitles.
Yeah.
Heck, even YouTube's doing it for us. Spotify's doing it for us, too. It's auto-transcribing those things. You think that's somebody at a typewriter going... Rafi said stupid 35 times.
You mean transcript?
Stupid. Yeah, the transcripts, the subtitles.
Yeah.
That's all AI. It's already being used. And that's the thing. You don't want to use AI, but AI is embedded in some of these tools we're using. Yeah. But again, it's not creative. It's kind of administrative.
Yes.
It's adding subtitles.
But I still stand on my opinions on AI, and I don't think it's going to change too much, but I guess we'll see how much it will change.
I think I agree with you on the ethics of it and the creativity of it. Where I think you and I don't agree is that it can be like the audio editing tool, like this machine we use to record our podcast. It can be a tool to enhance your output instead of focusing 20 hours on something that doesn't get you to your creative outlet, but you need to do it. I think that's where it benefits. If AI can make your life easier in your creative process, so you don't have to worry about the things that aren't creative, I say use AI. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying write your scripts with AI.
No, definitely not.
I'm saying use AI to formulate the film plans on film locations and factor in weather. You can do all this crazy stuff with AI, man.
But what if AI is inaccurate?
Well, you double check your work. Just like anything you do. You do your homework, you check it again, right?
Yeah.
You do a project, you review your project before you release it. It's the same thing as that. You don't just blindly believe AI is outputting the right stuff. It hallucinates all the time. Mm-hmm. Heck, I even feed it questions. I'm like, sometimes I forget functions in my code and I'll ask, hey, what's this function? And it gives me functions from like 10 years ago. It's wrong. I'm like, no, that's not going to work. That's not going to work, you idiot.
Yeah.
So learn to use it as a tool and find ways that it can streamline your life, And I'll end it with this. We were thinking about doing a road trip. Remember? I asked ChatGPT to map out a 2,000-mile road trip on the West Coast using an RV, but we want to focus on the Pacific Northwest, and we like historical landmarks. It mapped out the whole thing, and I double-checked it. It was about 80% wrong. Sorry, 20% wrong, 80% right. Sorry, the other way around. And I'm like, well, that's not so bad. That's better than what I would do. I'd have to sit there and map out every single, do street view of, So it's very helpful in gathering your thoughts. How about that? Sometimes your thoughts are scattered and it can gather your thoughts. And I'll end with that.
Yeah. I kind of said my opinions on it.
Yeah.
And,
we'll post this episode and you'll see a bunch of funny AI memes coming out of it.
Yep.
Tell us what you think. If you have any opinions on AI, feel free to...
Please have the right opinions on AI.
This kid. Have the right opinions.
All right.
An opinion isn't right or wrong.
So, Dad, what do you think is our next movie now?
Is it with Tilly Norwood?
Tilly Norwood? Well, I mean, if she's European or Irish, then...
Or a donkey?
Or a donkey? Yeah, maybe.
Check out our next movie. Takes place in the Emerald Isle.
Yeah. This has
been fun. This was more somber and serious. And Aden, Aden is very passionate about this, but he's restraining himself from the rage of using AI. But we won't continue to use AI in our creative space.
No.
Except for the polka dot intro, because I love it and I don't care. Have a good one. See ya.
All right. Bye.